The central organizing principle of the Olympic movement is to build a better world through sport. But unfortunately, through the last several decades, our own U.S. Olympic Committee has failed to build a better world for our athletes right here at home. No number of gold medals are worth putting the health and safety of our athletes at risk. In 1978, Congress gave the USOC exclusive power to govern our Olympic sports teams and its athletes. My committee, the House Energy and Commerce Committee Oversight Committee, which I have been on for a number of years and which I now chair, released a bipartisan congressional report in December that found that at least 2 senior-level USOC officials knew about the allegations against former USA Gymnastics team Dr. Larry Nassar for over a year, but failed to do anything to protect our athletes. Our committee's investigations found that these officials were more worried about the committee's finances and reputation than they were about our athletes' safety. When the very body that Congress created to care for our athletes becomes more concerned about winning and protecting a brand than the athletes themselves, it is time for a change. That's why today we're here to announce that I will be introducing legislation in the House tomorrow to create a 16-person blue ribbon commission to take a deep dive into the inner workings of the U.S. Olympic Committee and to help us figure out what needs to be done to ensure that it is once again putting the safety and well-being of our athletes above everything else. Now, as you can see, this will not be a partisan endeavor. The members of this commission, as well as the sponsors of this legislation, will be appointed by a bipartisan group of lawmakers. And the legislation clearly requires that at least 8 of the members who are chosen be either Olympians or Paralympians, because the one thing that I have heard over and over again is that for this to work, athletes have to have a say in the process. The world has dramatically changed since Congress first created the U.S. Olympic Committee many, many years ago. Professional athletes did not compete in the Olympic Games then, and the Paralympics didn't even exist at that time. While the times have changed, though, the core of the U.S. Olympic Committee has not. The mission is to protect, support, and empower America's athletes. The dozens of Olympic and Paralympic medalists, well, dozens isn't many, but the people standing here today represent many, many athletes and hundreds of other people who have come out and supported this commission. They can all probably tell you some of the amazing things that the U.S. Olympic Committee has done to support them, and they can also tell you about times that this same committee has failed to take their backs. These athletes are some of the best in the world. I know Senator Gardner and I are honored to stand here with them today. All they want is an Olympic Committee that will work for them, that will protect them, invest in them, and will enable them to thrive. And so the passion and leadership of the people who are standing here today with us, it has helped us identify several key areas that we want this commission to look at, including whether we need more diverse members or more athletes serving on the board of the U.S. Olympic Committee, whether the national governing boards for each of the various sports are responsive enough to athletes that they are supposed to serve, whether Safe Sport, which is under the U.S. Olympic Committee's jurisdiction, has the resources it needs to adequately respond to cases of harassment or sexual assault, and whether Safe Sport can provide adequate oversight of the USOC and all 48 national governing bodies. Now, I want to be clear. We are not here to advocate disbanding or breaking up the U.S. Olympic Committee. That is not the goal of creating this commission. We want to improve it. We want to refocus it. We want to make sure that it's doing the job that it was created to do, and that's to empower and to serve our nation's top athletes, to put their safety and well-being above everything else.